Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode here on the Global Conquerors channel of our podcast, Conquest. I'm going to do the introductions a little bit differently this time because you might notice a change on the display. We have names with our logos. Assassin, Angel got a logo recently, and you can see the result. I say it turned out really, really well. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, it was a process. Kind of, kind of just said, uh, F it at the end. I just told you like, yo, I'm gonna just get the logo.
Hmm.
Obviously, I went through some options, some editors to get it looked at, and then obviously I went with the best option.
Hmm?
I'll discuss some more on my channel when I start uploading soon.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, I mean, I felt like it came out great. I mean, obviously I asked a couple other people before I went through with it. Um, And I like this one. Makar like the other one, but he likes this one too. But I do have two logos. Other one's under keeps just in case I just, why not? Um, but I do have another one. But I feel like this one looks. It's just one I can start with, and just a long time coming. I saw. Obviously, Mukhtar has his logo, his personal logo.
Hmm.
I mean, the way our channel's propelling and moving up. I feel like it was just time to get mine's going. Uh, my Twitch stuff is starting to do some good too. So sooner or later, might as well just have it now, just in case. Which means I'm planning to take this content stuff a lot serious this year. So yeah, it was a long time coming, and yeah, it was totally worth it. So appreciate the people that were here from the get go when I was on console, now PC. So wouldn't be possible without you guys, and then obviously the help from Mokhtar and the helping through this process, and then moving over to the PC thing is it's made the process a lot easier and smoother. Thanks to him, so I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, it's a long time coming. It's nice though now that I could finally start building a brand for myself. What Mokhtar is doing with himself, just feel like it's time for I to do that. And just why not right now? New year, fresh start, new journey. I guess you could say for me.
Hmm.
So I'm excited for what I'm gonna be able to do this. I'm ready.
Exactly. We're just getting started. So going forward, introductions, we probably won't be like, "Hey, it's me, SMGFrenzy, and I'm joined with." You guys got the
I
deal
mean,
now.
yeah, you can. I mean, we still can. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, we could say our actual names for the people that are new.
Hmm.
And shout out to the new people that recently subscribed to the channel. We noticed. So yeah, obviously, my name is on the bottom with Assassin when I go by. But my real name is Angel for the new people, and then obviously that's Mokhtar, aka SMG Frenzy. Um, So that's just so y'all know, that's how we're gonna. So we're not gonna call ourselves by our gamer tag, obviously, to the podcast, but
Yeah.
just so y'all get a visual and like know, like, hey, this is me, that's him, that's our brand, that's their brand. Doing I guess a collab in a way because it's what we had in the get go from beginning. So a long time coming, but yeah, like you said, we probably won't just say, oh, my name's Assassin. Probably just say, hey, my name's Angel. You welcome back to another episode. I'm here with Mokhtar. Um, so yeah, just makes the process a lot smoother and cleaner. So yeah, I'm excited and excited for this episode. And also, if you notice, OG merch back in the day, finally brought it out after 3 years. Original merch from back in the day. Obviously, Mokhtar, you seen Mokhtar wear his jerseys on stream and on videos.
Yep.
Those are we have the OG merch. Hopefully, we could get that stuff like that later down the road. We don't know when, but yeah, just it was just I kind of thought about it. Since we're doing the whole logo stuff, might as well just bring out the T-shirts. I haven't worn it in such a long time. Got to represent the org.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's hop into the podcast. I don't want to hold off too much because
Yeah.
got not too much to talk about, but we do have a good. We're gonna have a good episode on this podcast, so can't wait for y'all to enjoy listening to what we're going to talk about. And I'm gonna throw it over to Mokhtar so he can get us started with the.
Of course, we're gonna start off with our esports gaming section with probably our longest topic, actually. It's going to be the Halo Infinite had some massive changes to ranked recently to spice it up. Obviously, if you have any interest in the pro scene, you've probably heard pros complain about certain maps feeling campy, especially with CTF game mode, certain power ups being too OP and whatnot. And they came through on January 9th and did a massive ranked arena update to essentially every ranked map. And we'll start off with Aquarius. Aquarius has some of the biggest changes where no longer are you fighting top mid for power ups. The power up now spawns at where Heatwave used to spawn. So it now since Aquarius is, if you've played like older Halo games, you know that Aquarius is based to look like Truth or Regret based off of which Halo game you played. And now they're also making sure that the power ups mimic the spawns for that. Also, due to that, now Heatwave spawns bottom mid in the little tunnel, and top mid, if I remember, has nothing, or does it have something? I know Locator is
Uh,
gone. Camo is where Heatwave is, and Heatwave is bottom
is it a
mid.
weapon?
No, I guess there's top mid is Thrust. Thruster spawns top mid.
That's what. Okay.
Yep. Um, let's see. Dynamo grenades replace plasma nades, so there's more of those around the map.
What dynamite grenade?
Yeah. And Needler replaced the plasma pistol. They both do the same thing against OS, so it's fine. On Argyle, they changed the sniper respawn timer. It goes from 2 minutes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They swapped the sidekicks to the Disruptor, which I'm kind of sad because the Disruptor is a weaker sidekick, but whatever. And they removed the snipe side window that looks into Bandit Evo, so that part of the map is kind of blocked off now. And then they also, on Argyle's, if you remember, they moved the flags towards the front of the base because they want people to cap instead of camp. So all these changes
Oh,
is
yeah.
to make people actually play more aggressively now.
Streets. Talking about streets.
Streets. I'm not on
Or
streets just
go
yet.
go in order. Go
Yeah,
to my fault.
you're good. Next
Everyone
is
second.
Imperium. They removed drop wall so people aren't camping when they go down that tunnel. They removed Needler so people aren't playing also campy anymore, and they swapped Heatwave to Bulldog, so you got to be a bit more aggressive. And then the crates that are around the flag area got moved to the wall, so it allows for more ways for people to get out instead of struggling to get up the crates and then out a flag. On Forbidden, that was like the only map that they didn't really change much. They just changed the Threat Seeker. Instead of giving you 2, they give you 1. On Livefire had a lot of big changes where they removed Shroud Screen, so no more campiness with that. They removed Heatwave, which is an interesting change. Repulsor spawns bottom mid.
Wait, you said live fire? Right.
Livefire, yeah.
The map we got like a
We played it a
lot.
lot, yeah. Overshield got replaced with Camo, which you can tell people play for that a lot now. On King of the Hill, some of the hills have changed. Especially, it's the hill and house that changed, because instead of being center house, now it spawns right behind scoreboard. And that hill is far more chaotic now. On Recharge, they took out Repulsor. Their Disruptor swapped with Bout BR. The sidekick, got swapped with BR. They removed the hill that is an elevator, as we saw, so the new hill's in batteries. And then they changed the order of the hill, so now it's a lot more chaotic at the beginning of the game. Instead of fighting for the hill at bottom mid, the bottom mid hill is now the very last hill on Recharge. And then you also cannot spawn on Grapple anymore, which I think we noticed nobody spawns there now. On Streets, biggest change, Rockets is gone. So that changes the whole dynamic of Streets.
What is it now? Camo? Is it OS?
It's Camo. So it's Camo, and Camo spawns 30 seconds into the match. So no longer do you have a power-up at the beginning. Now you see people tend to play on the side lanes instead of going straight down mid. Threat Seeker got removed, so no more campiness with that. The Bandit replaced the Commando Rifle, and the Repulsor replaced the Shroud Screen. Yeah. On Solitude, the Sniper Rifle got swapped for the Shock Rifle, so now there's a skill gap if you can't use the Shock Rifle. They removed the top middle hill. They removed the bottom dip hill. They added a new hill in yard. They added a new hill on bottom mid, and they created a new order. So now on Solitude, the first order is bottom mid, then yard, then cafe, then drive, then nest, which is interesting. But hey, it just makes it super chaotic.
It,
It's the same rotation I think as Halo 5 now. Bottom
yeah,
mid, yeah, it's bottom mid. Yeah, yeah, it's the same rotation as H5's
it's
version.
it's literally like trying to relearn the game again,
Mhm.
pretty much. Obviously, you got to play a different way now. With oh wait, I mean, finish off and I'll say what I
No,
gotta
that's
say.
the last one. So
Okay,
yeah.
so the intention of the game was to make it less campy, and I think they did a pretty damn good job at it.
Hmm.
Yeah, the game doesn't feel campy, but it does feel more like fast paced now. Um, I mean, we played it. We played. I think we played Streets a lot. We played Recharge,
And live fire.
Live Fire. Played pretty much all the ones that had new, like, I mean, new, I guess, touch ups to it. I guess you could say, or
The only one we didn't
balance.
get was Solitude on King of the Hill. So that's one we got to try. But the rest we basically seen everything.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty much putting like I guess OS and camo makes the game more fast paced because obviously those things are like the most game changing thing. Um, you don't want to lose camo or OS.
Hmm.
Um, so it makes people play for it more. Um, it's less campy, like you said. I just feel like it's plays smoother and there's more kills on the like more people are getting more kills than usual.
Yeah.
See, I've noticed a lot of a jump in my gameplay recently because of it. I was like the absolute dog shit at the game.
People are actually capping at CTF now on some of these maps instead of sitting back.
yeah. Yeah, it's less campy. So obviously, I have a certain play style in CTF. You know how I play. I like to play depending on how the situation. Um, I used to play, I guess, uh, protect the base
Hmm.
in a way. I did it a lot at H5, and I feel like I could do it a lot more now with this because a lot of people are pushing. Obviously, it feels like three, four people. It literally feels like three or four and four people are pushing the base every time. Just versus two, like how we used to do it. Remember,
Yeah.
I would stay back, or you would stay like in the mid, and the team we would trust a teammate to
To go up and
go
do
go
it.
up and get the kills or get the return. Um, but now in here, I feel like I mean, besides I feel like maybe three people could push up now things instead of
It's more. I feel like it plays a lot like how we used to play H5, where things are very fast paced and people are running up. Because, like, you'll run up with three people, and since you have one dude back, you kind of hope that you get the return faster than the other guys get to your base, basically. It's a race to see who can get the return first, essentially. And people have more incentives to push up now because since like camos on the left or depending on which side you spawn, left or right side, and then you have also if you want to go for mid heat wave and mid, and then you want to go for thrusters on the tops, like you have an incentive to actually push up and go to the enemy's base to do things. So, they want you to play the game instead of camping around, essentially.
pretty much. I mean, what they obviously the game doesn't feel campy anymore, which is a good thing. I feel like it's pretty cheap playing someone that's literally just holding their base. You get a three, like just say you get a two P and you're about to push up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes just can't. It's just um obviously these power ups that on certain maps. Excuse me. Power ups on certain maps do change the way the game is played now. Um, which I kind of like now. Obviously, top mid is on Aquarius, for example, isn't really that. I mean, it's a power spot, obviously, but
I mean,
Camo's on the bottom.
yeah, you're not gonna go rush for thrusters right off the bat. You want to go for camo. And then, like,
And
if
then
you
you,
play it right, if you send, like, if you play like how we used to play Truth, you would send two to camo, then you send one top mid, and you send one to, like, the left side, essentially. And now
and
you can
we
do that
what?
here.
Wait, we did this. We did that right,
Hmm.
but it would you pushing Camo and I would push top
Yeah.
above because trusting teammates.
Mm-mm.
Uh,
And now we can do the same play here because it's the same map layout essentially.
Yeah. The more I think about it, yeah, you're right. I didn't think of much of it like that
Mhm.
until you started like then you started like mentioning like the way the map was like oh yeah, it does. So you're just relearning how to play H5 again. Chaotic, gunfight, gunfight, instant gunfight. Go look
Exactly.
for a gunfight, make a play. Um, yeah, this update's been it was a good update. They did what they wanted to do, and then now with the obviously with the bandit starts, obviously we haven't much comp on it yet until we will soon. I don't know where by the end of this month we'll have like a roadmap or what.
For the esports?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said by the end of this month that they're gonna post the actual roadmap for the esports. So
So we haven't really seen any like bandit starts being played besides like clips, these little tournaments. But the way the game is now being played, it feels like H5 again, but just not with it.
oh, you cut off there on the last part.
I feel like it plays like H5 just without the crazy movement.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Because bandits single tap or single shot, the mag. Damn. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. The what was the pistol called in H5?
Magnum.
Was what a single shot.
Yep.
The only, I mean, it's starting to feel like that, and obviously, um, I'm not. I just the game's starting to feel a lot better. Um, I don't know if it was because of the Evo, not the Evo, the bandit start now being a main factor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I feel like the games are now more competitive now instead of like getting slammed or you blowing somebody out or you'll have those close games. I feel like you'll have maybe a couple blowout games, but not as like how it was in the recent.
I think it plays a lot like H5 now due to the fact that it seems everybody knows the basic like top tier movement now, and most people know how to start off games for pushes, and the bandit plays a lot like the H5 Magnum. So it's getting those that essence of H5 back into it, which I mean, I personally like. Some people may not, but if you don't have to play ranked, you know?
That's me right there. I don't play Halo like that,
If
but
you
I'll
don't
play
like
it.
that, you can play quick. You have 10 other game modes you can play if you don't like banded starts, essentially. And you don't like having a sandbox that's neutered. Because, like, I know some people are kind of mad that the grapple shot is not in ranked. But then, if it was, it'd basically be like how thrusters was in H5, where you can zoom across the map in like a second. Because the stuff that people do with grapple is insane. So it
Yeah,
makes sense why ranked is the way it is, and the pro scene seems to like it, so we're
yeah.
rolling with
I
it
mean,
now.
we'll start seeing the game obviously come into form with this new update, and obviously the bandit starts. We haven't seen much, like I said, much of it. Nobody's really been practicing with it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a couple teams, but yeah, I mean, this update it's gonna make the game I feel like more smoother and more better for the viewer eyes to enjoy the game.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I'm just excited to finally see some tournaments, even some land. It's been a long for Halo, and it seems like it's gonna be a shorter season
Mm-hmm.
this year, or just who knows. But yeah, it's been a minute since Halo. Well, when was the last time they had a tournament?
Worlds is usually in October, so
So 3 months.
yeah, by the end of this month, it should be 3 months or so.
So yeah, we haven't seen any Halo in about 3 months, and the Bandit start came out what a week or two after the Worlds.
Yeah, it's pretty quickly after.
So we just need to see what how the pros are gonna play the games and get a sense of how it's gonna be played.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it feels like the way they made this update, the game's gonna be way more faster, more chaotic
Mm-hmm.
or hectic or whatever. I mean, you know what I mean. Um, But is it? I feel like it's just gonna be better for the viewer eye and for the audience, in my opinion. I think that's what they were going for. Nobody wants to watch someone camp in a hill or
No.
in a base for like three minutes.
Mhm.
Like no one wants to wait, and like they can literally is 47 to 47, 5 minutes. No one wants to die. They all camp. You know how boring that is.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, the OS and like power ups become a factor, especially now that it seems like they are heavily. Oh my god, how do I say the word? Oh, I'm going
Heavily?
heavily on camo
Yeah.
instead of OS. Because if you get camo and it's 47 to 47 with a minute left, your camo guy's gonna make the play,
Generally, yeah.
which I kind of like. I mean, I think switching most of them to camo it'll make it more like interesting. Obviously, people are not gonna want to camp; they want to get the camo.
Yeah.
But if the team, let's just say keeps camping, and then the other team grabs the camo. Team with the camo, I would assume is gonna make the play and win the game.
Yeah, you would think so.
He would sneak. I mean, how long did we say it was the camo? Like 30 seconds? 30, 40 seconds?
30, 40 seconds or so.
That's enough time to win you a game, especially with you pretty much checking corners. I mean, okay, it's gonna get crazy. We'll see. We'll see something like that. What I
Yeah.
just said, just wait. You're gonna see something like that.
Mhm.
If not, then people are just gonna chow and chow like H5.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see how that goes when we actually start seeing some scrims and some online tournaments being played with the big pro teams playing instead of like some of them or like a couple or a bunch of AMs.
Mhm.
Um, so can't wait to see what this up and coming Halo season is gonna look like. I just know it's gonna be a lot better for the viewers' eyes.
Hey guys, welcome back. Sorry for the jarring cut in this section, but my side of the thing died for a second. But to continue where we were, um, yeah, we just gotta wait basically till the end of this month to see where Halo will be going forward. Essentially, we can't really know what's happening until we have the roadmap. So we'll get back to you in 2 weeks. But besides that, our next topic for today is on Twitch. If you followed anything Twitch related recently, you've learned that Twitch is going to be laying off about 35% of its staff, which is about 500 people. That's a lot of people. And the Twitch CEO came on recently and said that Twitch is not profitable, which is kind of concerning considering think about all the stuff that Twitch is involved. They have deals with esports brands. They have deals with major companies. They're owned by Amazon. They have a massive amount of revenue generated from people who buy bits, subscriptions, and all that stuff, and they're still not profitable. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was insane that he came out and said that. Surprising.
Hmm.
One of the biggest.
You gotta come closer there, Mike.
Yeah, I'm too far back. I was back there earlier. Um, more like Christ, what was I saying?
You're just saying it's surprising that he said that publicly.
Yeah, surprisingly, he's coming out with saying that. Came out and said that,
Hmm.
especially with how big that platform of streaming is.
Hmm.
You would assume they were making something out of like of it, especially with the deals and stuff, especially with the NFL deal slash Amazon Prime deal. Um, so it was a pretty like a big shock. I think you sent it to me on Twitter. I think I was reading it while you sent it to me, so kind of like somewhat knew what was going on. It
Hmm.
was I don't know why that they're not making. I don't know if they don't want to or they just I don't
I
know.
don't think it's not that they don't want to. It's something's going on with the revenue behind the scene that we don't know of just yet. So maybe what they're making from like subscriptions and advertisements and stuff somehow doesn't cover their operating expense. Maybe they're trying to make up for losses by having less employees to pay. I, we'll see. But it's kind of worrying for Twitch to be in this state when they are It's like the only big video competitor to YouTube still, and
Pancake.
millions of people are on Twitch at all hours of the day around the world. But also, Twitch Twitch seems to be having a rough time because I think you saw Twitch in Korea shutting down last year. So even their international divisions are like closing. So it's like, what is happening? Is this a part of esports winter where the gaming scene is struggling right now? Because it kind of seems like it, you know?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't see Twitch shutting down at all. I just don't. I don't think they will. And if they do, that'd be like the biggest shock of esports, I guess, in general, or just streaming platform history, I guess.
I think it does explain a little bit of why they went with the NSFW content guideline trying to grab a new audience. But then the current audience kind of did not like that, so it backfired really quickly. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Um, yeah, no, it's pretty weird. Like you said, it could be the esports winner thing.
Mhm.
Like we kind of knew how big of a deal esports winner thing was.
Yep.
But I didn't know to the point where it got to Twitch. Um, hopefully they can turn something around. I don't know what they'll do. I mean, maybe like you said, cutting their employees things.
Yep.
Um, I don't know. It's just something I wasn't expecting. Out of all platforms to be Twitch to go through that. Or what was it, non-profitable, like not making no money off of anything?
Yeah, there's just not making any returns on anything, so it's they're in a tricky spot right now. But we'll see. We'll see.
They'll put the they will.
Yeah, we hope so. But
Yeah. I
besides,
just
go ahead.
I just started kicking off my streaming career.
I was
No
yeah,
way, I
that would
can't.
be bad if it just shut down while you just started.
I don't think it will get to that point.
No, no, no. We'll be
Maybe
fine.
we'll go back to just TV.
That'd be wild. That would actually be wild. But besides Twitch on the esports side, there's two things. One I'll just do quickly in passing. I'm not sure if you saw Evil Genius has finally decided to drop their CS:GO roster, so they're all out of
Trash,
contract jail. But also,
trash.
remember last year, the rumors were saying that EG was going to shut down, but EG did make an announcement while they dropped their CS:GO roster that they will be keeping the CS:GO director as their overall gaming director. Which I'm like, huh?
Trash. More trash.
What
Trash.
what I want for EG as an EG fan is that they sell off the org to someone else, and whoever buys this org reverts it back to how it was beforehand. Old logo, old vibes, old everything.
Yo, throw your name into the hat, man.
I don't got money to buy EG. You crazy?
By the org.
It would be cool if we could, but I definitely don't have the funds for that right now, at least.
I don't think nobody
No,
for
no,
that.
no. They're still a pretty because of their name and their history. Obviously, they're going to still be a quite hefty org to purchase. So well, we'll see. EG has the only roster that they're holding on to. They're holding on to two CS players and their managing director, and that's all they have.
But
So
unless I don't know.
they
Yeah, no,
have no streamers. They have no esports. They have basically no staff,
no stock,
no stock,
and then
barely a
people under
CEO.
and people under contract. That I don't know.
We'll see what happens with this org, but it'd be really sad if they went away because, like we said last time, they're the oldest, one of the oldest North American orgs out there that have like made our region known out there in Halo, in Smite, in League, in COD. Like they're in all these, they were in all these things and had like big moments. And Dota, their Dota win was massive. Like it would be crazy if they disappeared like this, but we'll see. We have no news coming out of EG. This was the first news from them in like this is their first tweet in like a month. So we'll see what
Just
happens on their
last
end.
year.
Yeah, their first tweet since last year.
Um, uh, yeah, I'm so mentally gone after what happened literally a couple months ago. Anyway, not
It's
the,
fine.
not
It's
the
fine.
point. It's just sad that EG has gone to where they
Mhm.
went from winning major championship, major tournaments, hosting the being or playing in big events around all the world in different esports. See them just, I guess, crumble slash fall in front of like people's eyes.
Mhm.
It's pretty shocking. Like you said, the history behind EG, I guess one of the longest esports. So be sad to see another one of those big esports leave. Obviously, one of the other big ones was Envy.
Yep.
They weren't as big as EG. Been around longer.
But Envy was still like
So
a
it was just
massive org. They were in Overwatch. They were with Dallas Fuel, and then before that, they were still massive in Overwatch. They were in COD. They were in Halo. They were in
Halo.
like they were another massive org that people were a fan of, and then got absorbed into Optic and is just gone. So they
Yeah.
were what they were in COD twice, and they were in Overwatch twice. Yeah, yeah. So like the Envy name was massive, and now what happens to all the Envy fans? Some of them joined Optic, but some of them are still orgless, I guess you could say, going to other orgs. If you hopped onto the EG ship, I'm so sorry because another boys in blue org might disappear.
Been tough out here for the orgs this year. Was the last year.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I know we have to wait and see what happens to EG. But on more positive news, League of Legends Esports is back. Yesterday and today, the European League returned. This week, the Korean and NA League return, and then the week after that, the Chinese League returns. And if you're watching the European League, we got some new teams. We got K-Core, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, French team in like all time. Their fans are insane, but they're fun to watch. You have Giant X, which we talked about, which is XL. They rebranded because they merged with an esports org known as Giant, and their name is really stupid, but it's whatever. Um, and the European League got a new arena actually, and it looks really, really nice. And it's because they're sharing it with the Valorant arena, so Val will be playing there when the European League isn't playing. So good stuff happening in the league on the league side. And then the other big topic is that YouTubers on YouTube have a lot of big ones have kind of ended their careers or are planning to end their careers or are slowing down on content. If you follow you've heard of Tom Scott?
yeah.
Like Tom Scott, I think you saw at the beginning of this year, he's done doing weekly videos. He's gonna take a break. He doesn't know when be back. He said he might not even be back. And he's been on YouTube for 10 years straight. He's one of the biggest, well-known faces. Another one, if you want to cover the next dude.
I don't know. I just know a bunch of people are
There's
retiring.
Matt Pat, massive, massive,
That I
massive
think
YouTuber.
that I think wasn't that the first one that was like really
Tom
like
Scott was
shocking of
big
people.
because he announced his on January 1st. Matt Pat was like this past week that just happened, and he was like, "This is it," and everyone's like, "What? What is happening?"
And there's a lot of more people like that are thinking about it. Wasn't Jacksepticeye one of them that he's like thinking about it as well?
I think
Or he was
I'm not
tempting.
sure. I didn't hear anything about Jack. I know, Captain Sparkles.
Yeah,
I know
yeah,
he
I
said
know.
he's gonna basically start moving away from Minecraft stuff. He's going to move on to other things.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you find something else and it just rejuvenates your content, and rejuvenates
Mm.
just
A
your
lot
motivation
of
again.
a lot of the I wouldn't say smaller YouTubers because they got like a couple 100,000 views, but some of the YouTubers that I watch are also like, "This will be my last year." I'm like, why? What
Bro,
is
these guys
happening
are
this year?
retiring. They were retiring like they're playing like their last goddamn comp season, bro.
I mean,
Like it's crazy. I watched a bunch. Like these are a bunch of YouTubers that I watched growing up. Just not say they're retiring or they're gonna upload less or
I get it because they've been here
um,
for like 10, 15 years.
they were there during the golden age of like they were part of the reason why YouTube blew up and they blew up and they were part of the big boom.
Mm-hmm.
Um, obviously it's a little weird. I mean, seeing this type of stuff. Um,
Well, it's like YouTubers retiring, and no, I thought you'd be here forever.
I mean, that's what they all thought, but doing it for the same amount of plus years and almost pretty much doing the same thing. I mean, I guess it gets repetitive and boring, I guess, for them. which makes sense. Um, I mean, if obviously you've been doing it for what 8+ years, for as an example, or 10 years plus,
Yeah,
you pretty much been doing the same thing over and over again.
yeah.
Obviously for the you knew in your guys, obviously this is like a new thing, and then you're doing as much as you can to do it. But for people that have been doing it longer, obviously they know that you're just doing the same thing over and over and over again, right?
Hmm.
Um, so I mean,
I mean,
it's
also for
a
them, literally their job. So
yeah. So it's a little crazy. I mean, there's still. I won't be surprised if there's still more to come.
the year's just getting started.
PewDiePie. What about PewDiePie?
I think he stays for he. I mean, not stays, but
He,
he slows down like how he has been recently.
but he gets a good amount of. I mean, every video he uploads is bang. It's like a lot of views. So.
The thing about PewDiePie is that he doesn't have to upload as often because he already has the money. If he saves it and like invest in like proper things, right, he doesn't have to even worry about YouTube anymore. Which is why he doesn't upload as much anymore in
Oh,
the first
but doesn't
place.
he stream like his videos on his Twitch? Like,
Yeah, he has a permanent stream, restreaming all of his videos.
is he live right now?
It's a great question.
He probably would be. What is it? Pew. Yeah.
He's still alive?
Uh,
Like right now? Oh yeah.
Infinite binge PewDiePie vids 24/7.
Yeah, and he always has a
37 hours.
decent amount of people watching it. So dude is rocking. He doesn't have to do anything. When you have that amount of money, like I said, and you invest it right, you don't have to work. You're done. You're good. You're set for life. Like Ninja. Ninja can quit streaming now. And he'd be set for life. He doesn't have to pick up another job. He's just done. So,
Holy crap.
what?
He has literally a schedule. On Monday, January 8th, Minecraft. Tuesday, Minecraft to just chatting. Just chatting. PewDiePie Pixels. Right now it's PewDiePie 24/7 and its reaction. There's 200 people on his video.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he how long? He's been probably.
He's been
That's
live
crazy.
since like last year. So like I said, he's doing his own thing. And he's good. He has nothing that he has to worry about. And a lot of these bigger
Insane.
YouTubers who's retiring, they have the money to sustain themselves after they're gone. So, and especially like you said, if they're burnt out or they're bored of doing what they're doing, it makes sense why we're seeing so many of these 10-plus-year-old YouTubers decide to finally take a back seat and be like, "That's it." It's sad for us, the viewer, but that's how jobs are, you know.
Have you fudge. Have you heard of a YouTuber called Avicii or Via? No, not Avicii. He plays Guitar Hero. Avi no, I don't. I gotta find it. There's like a YouTuber. He plays Guitar Hero, right?
Mm.
That's his content, and he plays like different like, and he's like thinking about retiring too because he saw these YouTubers also taking a break and moving away from content because they've just been doing it for so long, and then they just it's weird, bro. It's crazy
And
to think that we're in this type of era of entertainment.
mm.
Uh, yeah,
I mean, one of
pretty
my
sad to
favorite
see.
YouTubers, his name is Adam the Woo. He was doing daily vlogs for the past 10-plus years. I'm in one of his videos if you check in the background, which is kind of funny. But he's been doing videos for 10-plus years. He's like
Wait, who? Wait,
4
who'd you have?
Adam the Woo. He's like in his 40s now. Like he's done. He said after this year he's not doing videos anymore.
What videos did he
It's
make?
the Dragon Con Saturday video during the
Wait,
parade.
which one were you in?
Huh?
This had to be old, right?
I'll no, it's Dragon Con from last year. I'll show it to you after the
Okay,
podcast.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm just
But
curious now.
I'll show it
Once
to you
you
after the
told me something, I'm
podcast.
very, very curious. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. But like
okay, go ahead.
he's in his 40s now. He was like in his late 20s when he started YouTube. So like this has been his job, and now he's after this year he's done. So like it makes sense why so many of these YouTubers like they've been doing this for their like entire professional careers. So they want to finish their professional careers. They have what they need to just retire and relax. So We're gonna be in an era where a lot of YouTubers are gone, and the new generation steps in, and then we'll get them for next another 10, 20 years, and then they'll retire, and then we go again and again and again. It's like, okay, but that's how it works, you know.
Let's hit the cycle.
That is the cycle.
But these are the guys who were here when the start of YouTube happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, these were like the guys that were at the beginning of where YouTube, like the beginning of the YouTube. Like, you know? These guys been doing it. I mean, how old is YouTube? Do you
YouTube
know?
started in 2005, so
So majority of these guys have been doing it since maybe the beginning.
YouTube turns 20 next year.
And these guys have been doing it for 10 plus years. I mean,
Yeah, they've been here to establish YouTube as what we know YouTube as now, basically. The 2009-10 people who joined YouTube and stayed up till now, they made YouTube what it is today.
February 14th, 2005. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So most of these guys who are retiring were there when YouTube was barely taking off and becoming a thing.
Yep.
So it's they've been here for a good while. So Michael Mokhtar said I was looking at a thing on YouTube and it said Michael and then I just read it and I just anyways Mokhtar said that obviously it's just a cycle. The old ones retire, new ones come in.
Mm-hmm.
Thing happens. So we could technically say we're like a part of that new. We're heading into that new. Like we're trying to become like Joe Rogan type podcast.
Sure, yeah.
We get like Elon Musk type of deal on here. No, I'm just joking. Anyway, obviously, jokes aside, it's just we're now heading into that new era
Mm-hmm.
of, I mean, in general of everything. Games are evolving to keep up with the modern age or the modern era of now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a cycle that pretty common now. We're not, just don't be surprised you see more coming out and a bunch of new YouTubers coming out,
Yep.
blowing up. It's just the way of the internet.
Yep. We also have to
So
see
yeah,
who comes and establishes themselves in the next era of YouTube. But to move away from this topic's interesting because I put it in general news, but it also technically falls under gaming. And it's Sag-Aftra, which we talked about before, because they had their strikes last year and they got their deal, which they were looking for, which was awesome. The union kind of sold out, is what I'm about to say, which kind
yeah.
of sucks after everybody was backing them all last year. And then just a few days ago, they kind of sold out because they made a deal with some let me say they made a deal with a company known as Replica Studios, and the deal is that they're going to be working with them to use AI voices in video games. One of the biggest things that the SAG-AFTRA strikes was fighting for was to ensure that studios wouldn't replace voice actors with AI voices. And now the union kind of just sold them out because now they're like, yeah, we'll work to make deals where we can have AI voices in video games. And they released a whole data pack of a bunch of AI voices you can use for like generic fancy characters. It's like, what is happening? Why are we doing this? Why?
Oh, someone sold down for some money. That's all I can
Yeah.
say.
And a lot of voice actors have now come out and been like, we did all of this for what? We didn't win at this point. It's just a loss in the end.
It's because people were trying to make money, a quick profit. That's all it is. We know this. Um, yeah. I mean, pretty much people wasted their time on the strike just for it to go the opposite way. I guess you could say. It's weird. Someone like you said someone sold out.
The union, the SAG-AFTRA union that was fighting for the voice actors, sold out the voice actors.
Pathetic.
If you listen to the AI voices that they released, some of them sound okay, but a lot of the female ones sound very robotic. For some reason, AI has a problem recreating the female voice,
Uh huh.
so it ends up sounding like a robot, like like Cortana on your Windows.
Yes.
Yeah, it sounds like that. The male voices tend to sound better, but they all sound very monotone and like with no energy behind it at all. So, if this is what's going to be voicing our video games going forward, I might have to stop playing games, man. We're getting to a point where things are gonna look sad.
Yeesh.
But yeah, that happened. This happened today. Iceland, a volcano erupted again. It's Iceland. This shouldn't really be surprising, but volcano erupted near Grindavik. They're doing some evacuations at Grindavik because this time it's a lot closer to where the homes are. I saw I saw footage of one of the homes actually getting consumed by lava. So if you're there, please be safe. Heed evacuation orders. Be smart.
What is up with 2024 starting out with disasters?
I don't know, man. It's just spelling what
Speaking
this
of
year's
another
gonna be.
disaster, cold weather.
Cold weather. Yeah, we have a massive
We
winter weather sweeping the U.S. Basically the whole Northeast. New York is like buried in snow already, as we're
Well,
speaking.
that's normal. That's normal down there. That's
Yeah.
normal.
It's the Southeast. We're gonna be dropping to the teens. In fact, some states single digits. North Georgia, where we are, like North Georgia, which is a little bit above us, will be getting snow on Tuesday. Texas is like on a blizzard warning, and we saw what happened last time they had a blizzard. This whole state like died.
They wasn't prepared for that.
It was bad. So winter weather, what you gotta do, especially if you're in a state that does not know how to prepare for winter weather, stock up on some food, get yourself like a backup power generator, a way that you can like get your blankets, your weighted blankets, get your jackets, get your heaters, be ready. It's no joke because people have unfortunately perished from the cyber stuff, especially in Texas, when their grid failed. So be prepared. Severe weather, even if it's snow, it's a blizzard. Blizzards can be pretty dangerous, so be prepared. We gotta be prepared for the cold. It's just gonna be stupid cold. We don't get snow.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'm good with the cold. I'm used to it. Obviously, I'm somewhat getting off of sickness, somewhat.
mm.
But hopefully I'm okay by then. Hopefully, I have until like Tuesday to get better,
Yeah,
which is or when y'all are watching this last week.
that's pretty cute. Basically, when you go outside, don't wear your shorts, don't wear your skirts. Put some long pants
Don't
on.
don't be a Floridian. Please don't. No one wants you to get sick or hurt or frostbite.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, the weather's gonna be really bad. Probably gonna be a lot of frozen pipes and stuff like that.
Watch out for
Uh,
black ice on the roads. That's gonna be a big thing that can cause accidents.
yes, and I
Drive
will
safe, be safe.
take very precautionate drives.
I think a common thing that they tell you is that when it goes below freezing, make sure that you're dripping water from your pipes because they will freeze. And that's the last thing you want because then they can burst and then you have a whole flooding issue you gotta deal with. So, heed severe weather warnings in the area and just be safe and you'll be fine. We'll get through this fine. Though I wish we get some snow, but we'll see. Um, Besides
Huh.
that, if you're into sports, the AFCON is happening right now in Africa. African Confederation Cup.
Yeah, no, I was reading something.
So if you're interested in watching some decent to really good soccer or football, be sure to check out some AFCON games. I know Nigeria played against Equatorial Guinea, I think, today, and I'm not sure how that game's going, but there's that. Um, let's see what else there is. Because we're basically done with our script, so now I'm just searching for whatever I can find. You got anything, mate?
No, sir, I do not actually.
Oh, we skipped over this on gaming actually. Smite announced at their World Championship, I think it was today or yesterday, that Smite 2 will be coming out.
Yeah, it's not in the script. It wasn't written in the script.
No, it was or was it?
No, it wasn't. So we just skip over it.
Oh well, yeah, it wasn't in the script, but Smite.
Hey, script writer, get your shit.
Hey man, but yeah, Smite, one of the oldest games out there, is making a sequel. Smite 2. I think the only time
Don't.
I've ever watched Smite was at DreamHack when they had their World Championship there.
Oh yeah, wait.
You were there with me. That was this first
I
DreamHack
thought
we
I was
went to.
watching the league.
Oh
I
no.
thought I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. Because I remember we saw one of your friends
Yeah,
there,
she was there.
and she was watching.
She was there for
It's just
Smite. It was like, yo, the World Championship is here in Atlanta. I'm like, yo, okay, let's see.
yeah, we were competing there, so it doesn't. I don't think. I mean, it was in the far corner.
Yeah, but they had the biggest stage out of everybody and the most people, clearly.
Yeah, it's the World Championship. I would assume they should.
Yeah. But I mean, technically, that would be the first World Championship we ever went to, right?
Well, final.
Yeah, first World Championship final that we ever attended. And
Hmm.
first World Championship we just ever went to in general event. Unless you want to count.
I saw the team. No, no, no. No. I saw the first one. So in the span of a weekend, I saw the Smite World Championship final. I saw the team lift the trophy. I saw a CS:GO final.
Finally, yeah.
We saw that literally early in the morning
Mm-hmm.
when we got there. It was a Sunday. Yeah,
This
Sunday
Sunday
morning.
had to be, yeah.
Because we went there. What did we go for Sunday?
Sunday we went to watch Halo for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because yeah,
We played
Saturday
that.
we went mostly to compete, and then after that we went to watch around stuff. Sunday we went mostly just to watch Halo, and we watched all of Halo. We just didn't see the Halo 3 part because that was like later into the evening.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Saw Fortnite college championship.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There's Rainbow Six. There was a big Rainbow Six event. I don't remember
there's
what
a
it was
Rainbow
called.
Six event. They were in a bus, and you would go up and play it, and I think you could only play on PC.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, you should go up there, man. I'm like, no, can you
Mm-hmm.
slam respectfully.
There's a bunch of
There
fighting
was
games.
we saw the Madden championship too.
Yeah, yeah.
It was literally the first thing that was there when we walked in
Mm-hmm.
to the left. So I think that final was going on early.
Early in the day, yeah.
So we saw that one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because there's nothing. I think what was it?
There's College League of Legends was there too. The collegiate
The
version because I know Georgia Tech was playing.
no, wait. Okay, we saw the Madden one, and then I think an hour later we saw the CS:GO one,
CS:GO.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. CS:GO. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I remember we watched the Madden one. I remember sitting down. There's not that many people, but
Mm-hmm.
it was the final. I remember because they were like they had the trophy in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And then two guys were literally, I think, just starting to play or about to start playing,
Yeah,
and there's nothing else open at the time. There's like nothing, so the only thing that was going on was that.
yeah. It was
So
just
those
starting up.
guys were there early in the morning. Um,
I mean, if you
I
were
guess
there at that DreamHack, it was 2019. The biggest things had the biggest stage, which was Smite, obviously for the World Championship. CS because they always have massive stages. Halo because that was the last HTS year up until last year. Um, Collegiate
who
League because they shared the stage with the other collegiate thing, and then the Rainbow Six because they had the massive bus. And the fighting games because they had all the fighting games play in one area, so they had a big
we
area.
saw fighting games too
Yeah.
a little bit. I don't think we watched a lot, but we did see a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. And then the other big area was the streamer meet and greet where we met Courage JD. So
Yeah, who else did we beat? That's it.
you might have met somebody else, but I think that was all I met. But I met
Who?
the EG players that were there. I remember that.
No, I think I just met Courage because wasn't someone else supposed to go there, but they didn't show up.
I
Was it Myth?
I think it was
Because
Myth.
I don't remember.
I don't remember exactly who was supposed to show up there. The only other
I
people I met were like EG's coaching staff, and that was about it.
I met Courage. Yeah, he was cool.
Mm.
Cool guy.
Yeah, there it is.
And then that's from the tournament.
Yeah, when we competed.
These two pictures are from DreamHack.
Shout out to our boy Tony for taking that photo.
Now he's a caster in the HCS.
Exactly.
Big ups, big ups, my guy. Well deserved. I knew you. It was a long time coming. He's been working to get through that, so it's happy to see someone
Oh yeah.
that we know and played against. Hell, I got slammed. That dude is gross.
It was great though.
Um,
Good
got
experience.
slammed, and now he's a professional caster, and he plays Halo still, and he's a high rank, and he still slams people. So
That is,
Good
yeah,
to know he's still there. So congrats to him though.
exactly. But I
Yeah.
think that wraps it up. We have nothing else to talk about. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Somehow we still managed to get this almost to an hour. So we're doing something right. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this
Did
episode.
we?
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what? How much time is on
The the
this?
first half was 20 something minutes, and this one is 33 minutes right now. So yeah, if you want
Okay.
to close it out.
All right. Oh shit. Uh. Oh, what did I say? Just check. Thank you guys for watching this podcast episode 11. It will be up on YouTube on Thursday or weekly Thursdays. Um, Shout out to the guy who made my logo. Wait, what is it? Donna, right? Is it Dana?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
right.
so.
On Fiverr. That's where I got it. Shout out to that guy. But I'll talk about it more in my video later. But yeah, that's not the point. Thank you guys for watching this episode. If you like what if you like what you see, go back to the channel and watch the other ones we have. Especially last one. Last one was a good one, in my opinion. We talked about a really important topic there, especially with the Steamboat Willie. So I would recommend you go back and look at last week's podcast.
Mm.
And be sure to look at the at the other videos we have on the channel, and especially the new one, video and series that will be coming out later. I hope maybe this month or later, beginning of next month.
Mm.
So be on the lookout for that. So make sure you turn on that notification bell so you know when we upload. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I got nothing much to say, but we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.